willing complicity of headline-hungry media. A recent crisis of the month had to do with global warming. An ozone hole is opening up over the United States, we were told, the effects of which were already measurable in an increase in skin cancer. On the contrary, destroying chlorine around the polar vortex has been declining since January. A major objective of a recent shuttle mission was to determine the scope and scale of the so-called ozone hole, and the silence since has been deafening from those whose livelihood depends on creating crises. Recent data from the Upper Atmosphere Research Satellites affirms that any problem is less, it's not greater. Ozone levels fluctuate all of the time, partly because of volcanic activity and solar flares. But MIT's Technology Review has made an exhaustive study of worldwide ocean temperatures since 1851. Has concluded that there appears to have been little or no global warming over the past century. In fact, the net rise in world surface temperature during the last century, which was about 1%, almost all occurred before 1940, and that was before aerosols, and that has since been reversed. Former NASA chief Robert Jastrow and former Scripps director William Nierenberg, past president of the American Academy of Sciences, Frederick Seitz, all have concluded in a scathing rebuke of those who make money by predicting global warming, quote, if we allow ourselves to be influenced by press release, we could spend $1 trillion over the next decade destroying what's left of the American economy in an utterly unnecessary attempt to repeal the Industrial Revolution.
One day, a rich dad took his son on a trip to a village. He wanted to show him how poor some people could live. They spent some time on a farm with a poor family. And then on their return from this trip, the father asked his son, he said, hey son, how was the trip? And he said, it was great, Dad. It was great. And the dad said, did you see how poor the people lived? Did you see the way they were suffering and what they didn't have? And then the son, he was like, yeah, I did. And then the dad said to him, he said, so tell me, what did you learn from this trip? What did you get from it? What was your takeaway? And the son, he answered this. He says, well, we have one dog, they have four. We have a pool, they have rivers. We have tube lights at night, and they have stars. We buy food, they grow theirs. We have walls to protect us, they got friends. We have a television, they spend time with family and friends. The boy's father was completely speechless, blown away by what he heard from his son. And then the son, he spoke up and he added one more thing. He said, thanks, Dad, for showing me how poor we are. Moral of the story is that it's not about money that makes us rich. It's simplicity, it's love, it's compassion, friendship, values, family that makes our lives rich. Hope that blesses you.